The counter class in Python's collections module is a powerful tool for counting hashable objects. Hashable basically means the objects should be immutable. It is commonly used to count the number of occurrences of each unique element in an iterable, which is similar to bags or multisets in other languages. Let's demonstrate how to use it to find the most common element in an iterable with some simple examples. The counter class accepts an iterable like a list as the input. We can then call the most common method of the resultant counter instance to get a list of the n most common elements and their counts sorted from the most common to the least. If n is omitted, it will return all elements in the counter. The most common use case is to get the most common element by passing 1 to the method. Note that a list with a tuple is returned in this case. The first element of the tuple is the most common element, and the second one is the count. Since the counter class accepts an iterable as the input, you can also use it to count the most common character in a string, which is also an iterable. In the previous examples, the elements are simple literal values. In more complex examples, the elements can also be tuples because tuples are immutable and thus hashable. On the other hand, since lists are mutable and thus not hashable, we cannot use counter to work with a list of nested lists. Otherwise, you will have the unhashable type error. A simple workaround is to use tuples rather than lists for these cases.